Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, how are we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are sticking with the positive vibes once again. This is going to be my picks for the top 10 best games of 2020. And your standard disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen, I did not play every single game in 2020 despite staying at home the entire year. I did not play every single game, but if I missed anything, or you agree with my list, or disagree, or to be honest, I want to hear your list. Please do let us all know down below. And lastly, before we crack on with the list, I do want to quickly say a few honourable mentions. First of all, I still have not played Half-Life Alyx. I've heard so many good things, but I still have not played it. Also want to give two honourable mentions. First of all to Final Fantasy VII Remake and Watch Dogs Legion. For me, both games were good, but they did not make the top 10. And I want to say last and final special shout out, and it's just going to Warzone, yo. I've been playing it nearly daily. It's still running hella strong, so yeah, big up the Warzone crew, and let's crack on with the list. Flipping its way into number 10, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. If you saw my trailer reaction, then you know I went insane. The nostalgia, it is off the charts. That first game, just that first level, if you know, then you know. That was like properly my childhood. Just some of the best tracks as well ever. This game is so sick, man. If you're a fan of skating or the old school games and you still have not played it, you need to check it out, mate. Tony Hawk's is not a joke. I had no idea this was coming out. Very impressed. The nostalgic vibes were off the charts, but my number 9 pick, the vibes were even higher. Crash Bandicoot 4. Very similar to Tony Hawk's. When I saw the trailer for this, I was gassed. I'm not even joking. I was so excited. Those original games, they are some of my first ever games on the PlayStation. Some of the best, like, childhood gaming memories come from those games. And when I saw them making number 4, I was just hyped, yo. The game is so good. It's still a little bit hard. I'm not even gonna lie. It's not as bad as Crash 1. That game is way too hard. But they've done an amazing job with Crash 4. It's definitely top 10 worthy. The nostalgic vibes were off the charts, and yes, it's a good game. Now we've arrived at number 8, and I already know some people are going to be a little bit pissed, but I'm just keeping it real, yo. The Last of Us Part 2. There is so many people that hate this game. With good reason, man. With good reason. If you know what bit I'm talking about, then you know. I ain't going to mention it. I ain't going to do no spoilers, just in case you still haven't played it and you want to play it. That did annoy me. I'm not even joking. But the rest of the game, I can't deny I was invested. I liked the story. The graphics are insane. The gameplay's good. Like, it's a good game, man. I had a lot of fun with this game, man. I know it's controversial. I know people hate it and they rage about it. That is totally fine, man. But I can't deny, I still think it's a good game, man. It's got very bad story elements, but everything else is a good game. And I'm thinking about another game on this top 10. You probably know what it is. It is beyond broken, yo. Properly messed up, and it's still higher than this game. So I can't take away from The Last of Us Part 2 if there's one thing I don't like about it, when there's another game higher up which has many things I don't like about it. I have to be totally fair, man. This is how they want the game and the story to progress. Whatever, man. I'm going to be playing it, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Now, sticking with the zombies for number 7, Resident Evil 3. I've said it a few times on the channel now, I really like Resident Evil, man. Resident Evil 4 is probably one of my favourite games of all time. At one point in time, it was actually my favourite game of all time. And then they made that Resident Evil 2 remake. Oh, it's so good, yo. Resident Evil 3 is no way near as good as number 2. It's way shorter, but it's still got the big boy nemesis. The story's still sick. We still got everything we got from 2, just a little bit less story, and it is a little bit shorter. That is why it's not higher up on the list, but I still really enjoyed this game. If you haven't played it yet, and you like Resident Evil, you need to check it out. I don't know if they're ever going to do number 4 and like remake it, because it's such a sick game, man. To remake that would be sick. Like, I'm not going to lie, that would be so cool, man, but yeah, I don't know how they're going to be doing it. We've still got that Resident Evil Village coming. That looks well good, man. And now we've arrived at number 6, and this pick was actually the pick I said back in January. Yo, this year's flown by. But I said in January, this will be number 1 probably, and it definitely ain't. And number 6 is Cyberpunk 2077. Yes, I know. I'm going to say it now. The bugs are ridiculous. At the start, when I first played it, day 1, there was so many bugs. It was unbelievable. Like, I'm playing it on the PS5, but the bugs are real, yo. Got that first patch, it changed a little bit. Second patch came, it definitely improved it. I'm still getting bugs. I still got this literally like 2 days ago. But I can't deny the story The world, the choices are so good, man. I'm gonna just say this. I know it wasn't really a rant, it was like a moan. I know I said, stop delaying this game, or I can't believe it's been delayed again. They should have delayed it, man. Probably to like May 2021. This game could have been God tier. If there was no bugs, and it was clean. But when you crash my PS5 7 times, unacceptable, yo. The state, the condition of this game is beyond unacceptable. But if you get rid of everything negative, it is so good, man. Again, the story, Keanu Reeves, the choices, the world, Night City, it's so, so good. I had to put it on the top 10. I'm keeping it real. I'm still enjoying it to this day. It is a good game. It's got so many flaws, though. Web slinging his way into number 5. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Everyone take note. This is how you do a sequel. Spider-Man, the original game, I gave it a 10. It's one of the best superhero games I've ever played. The absolute best Spider-Man game I've ever played. And I love those old PlayStation 1 games, mate. And when we got the trailer for Miles, I was gassed. I was so, so excited. I'm just going to say it now. It lives up to every single expectation apart from one. Peter Parker's face is just mashed up. But the face aside, and the fact that it's pretty short, man. I know it's like DLC, kind of. Like an add-on game. But when we got those trailers and stuff, they were making out like it's going to be this big expansion game and it's its own game and all that stuff. And it doesn't feel like a full premium game, but that aside, it is so sick. Like, Miles is good, new combat is good, the story, very emotional. I got fully invested. I just wish it was a tiny bit longer. Might have been even higher on the list, but yeah, Spider-Man Miles, if you're a Spider-Man fan and you ain't played it, definitely check it out. It is a great Spider-Man game. And now for my number 4 pick, Doom Eternal. 2020 was like the year of FPS games. It feels like I've played a first-person shooter all year, been playing Warzone all year, now we've got Cold War, now we've got Cyberpunk, which is first-person, but Doom, I'm saying it right now, yo, is one of the best, if not the best FPS game I have ever played. Combat is sick, kills are brutal, graphics sick, the soundtrack gets me hyped. I ain't even joking. I've got the soundtrack on my phone. When I go to the gym, I'm blasting it. I've said it bare times on the channel. The game is so sick, and now we've got DLC. The Doom hype train is not stopping. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the top 3. All 3 of these games, for me, they are so good, so sick. They're absolute must-plays, yo. Coming in 3rd place, Star Wars Squadrons. I don't really do game reviews on the channel because I kind of think I suck. I take my time. I'm just really slow. I like to really enjoy a game. And game reviews ain't for me, but I did a game review for this game. It is so good. It is so, so sick. One of the best Star Wars games ever. It's really, really hard to explain unless you played this game. Basically, you feel like you're in space. You feel like you're in a TIE fighter, slapping people. It is so good. And I haven't played in VR. I've heard from people who have, and they said it is on another level when you play in VR. And I believe them, man. I'm playing on my TV. It looks so good. Graphics are insane. The gameplay is really good. When we got the initial trailers, I did say in there, I have a feeling it might be a little bit boring. I was so wrong. This game is so, so good. I don't know if we're getting a sequel or if we're ever going to get any DLC, but I would really like to see it, man. This game is so, so good. If you're a Star Wars fan, you ain't played this yet, do yourself a favour. Check it out. And coming in 2nd place is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This Assassin's Creed game is everything I could have wanted. Viking mechanics, the world, just the hub that you build is so, so good, man. It is easily the biggest Assassin's Creed open world game we've ever got. It is so good. The story is really good. You're Vikings, you leave Norway, you come to the UK. I ain't gonna spoil nothing. You need to see it. If you like Assassin's Creed or RPGs, action RPGs, you definitely like this game. It is so big. Like, they are on the right track with Assassin's Creed. Obviously, I miss the old mechanics and Syndicate and Black Flag and stuff. In fact, I did make a top 5 best AC games, and this, spoiler alert, made the cut. Yeah, man, Ubisoft, they made a really good game, man. Big love to them. This game was sick. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at my pick for the best game of 2020. You probably already know what it is because it ain't anywhere else. I can't deny, ever since I finished this game, it's been on my mind. It is emotional, it's got insane action, great graphics, great dialogue, visuals. I know I've said graphics, but the visuals, beautiful. I don't use that word often, I don't really like that word, but it is an absolute beauty, yo, and that is Ghost of Tsushima. If you've ever wanted to feel like a proper samurai, this is the game for you. And the best thing about it, you've got the samurai way and you've got the ghost way. Two different separate things. This game was so good. I knew it'd be in the top 10. In fact, I said, again, in my video in January of like the games I'm looking forward to the most, I think this was number 2. But yo, again, like, I finished this game ages ago, man, months ago. But it's genuinely been on my mind. Like, I knew this is going to be number 1. Like, it was just too good. The only thing that could stop it was AC or Cyberpunk. I mean, you know how Cyberpunk turned out. AC is so sick, but Ghost is on another level, yo. It is on another level. It's an absolute gem of a game. If you have a PlayStation, ladies and gentlemen, please buy this game. There is no way you'll be disappointed. It is so sick. And to be totally fair, it will genuinely go down as one of the best PlayStation 4 games we have ever got. It is up there, yo. It's up there with God of War. It's up there with the Kings. It is so good, man. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that has been my top 10 best games of 2020. This diabolical year is nearly finished. Please tell me your list down below. Coming soon will be my pick for the worst game of 2020. Now, this game, for me, was dreadful. So yeah, if you want to see me start shouting and swearing in the next few days, make sure I subscribe. That video is coming very, very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say big love to everyone watching. Thank you so much for the support. And yeah, I will see you very soon.